welcome back, everyone. So, yep, I am back again, and in this video, I am showing you the nails that I did and wore to my mom's wedding that you saw in my last video, and they turned out really pretty. And I just did like a simple ombre. The colors that I used, I was expecting them like the white to be just a little bit more white. But it ended up being more of a silvery color, and I was so tired. I was doing this set like really late at night, like at midnight, and it ended up being like 1 a.m. before I went to bed on the day before I flew out, and it was just, yeah, I was just super tired. So I just rolled with the punches and went with what I had, and I'll be talking through most of this video because it's a shorter video today. So if you are going to hang out with me for the next 10 minutes, I really appreciate it. And right now I'm just showing you a little bit of the removal process. So I always leave just a little bit of polygel on my fingers or on my nails if I know I'm going to be doing a set where the colors are going to be more opaque. I don't even worry about what color is underneath or what I'm filing or whatever, because I just want to avoid my natural nails as much as possible. So I did go in with my Prep and Prime from the Nail Matrix, and also that cuticle bit that you saw me using. Oh my gosh, it leaves my cuticles looking gorgeous. So that came in the monthly mystery box that I also purchased from the Nail Matrix back in September. And oh, it was amazing. Like, I love that cuticle bit. So I'll always try to find one with that grit as well, the medium grit that was blue, right? So I believe that's medium grit forever and ever. I really love that bit. So anyway, now you can see that I am using, so these are actually full coverage tips from BT Art Box. And I love the shape of these, which is why I use them, because I never have to do any filing or change the shape of them at all. They're very pretty, and these were the perfect length, especially when they were extended a little bit down my nail bed instead of being pushed all the way back to my cuticle. And I knew I wasn't going to be typing or doing anything crazy, right? I was just, you know, going to my mom's wedding basically, but I do trim down the thumbnail a little bit with every set that I do because it just makes functioning in life a little bit easier. But I also knew I wasn't going to be doing a lot with car seats and all of that while I was on my little mini vacation. So again, I really love this nail set. So after I got everything applied and used my Beetles nail glue and my little, actually I think that was my Born Pretty lamp. I just had it sitting out. Beetles and Born Pretty have a similar lamp when they first rolled out with their little dupe Gel X kits, and either way, looks similar. But I've gotten comfortable with using that lamp, and it was easy to use, as you can see. And applying the nail tips probably only takes me about 10 minutes, if that. I also got the chance in my last video, but I forgot to speak about it, and in this video, to use my new brush that I got for polygel specifically. And oh my goodness, I love this brush. I probably did about like 30 swatches with it as well so far. So you can see it is kind of separating on the ends a little bit as I'm patting down, but once I get it wet with alcohol again, like, it looks like I'm patting a lot, but as I'm patting, it's moving the polygel around and covering more surface area. And I do pat this fast in real life, yes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I drag the polygel, but this required a lot of patting because I'm doing an ombre. I really like to get this first layer evened out and level back towards the cuticle, because when I go to put the color over it, the color that I use over the nude color is called Le Coral. So I'm using Macarte Polygel, both of these colors. This one is 901. You can see it's like this really pretty pearlescent. So my Eau Rouge kit is one of my favorite kits from Macarte. And this polygel resembles that a lot, but it's not as white as the one in that kit that I'm used to, which is why I mentioned it kind of looks silvery, but I'm okay with it. And then I do all the ombres at once, right? So I do the ombre portion first, and then when I'm done with the ombre, then I go ahead and, excuse me, then I go ahead and go in with this light coral color. Now, this is one of my absolute favorite nudes from Macarte. I could wear this color just plain as an overlay on my nails all day, every day. any day of the week. It's very, very gorgeous and versatile. And even though it's like, it's almost sheer, but if the thicker, of course, the thicker that you apply the product, the more opaque that it becomes. But it's really perfect for like ombres. It's perfect for when you're doing French. It's a very gorgeous nude for every skin tone. I just really love this Le Corail color. Like I got it, I purchased their Mermaid Polygel kit a long time ago, probably almost 2 years ago now. And it's like, yeah, it's just maybe a year and a half ago. So I've been doing YouTube for almost 2 years now, you guys. Like, I am like, what? Like, this is one of the things in my life that I have grown to love. And I just really love sharing my nail art and my ideas because I'm like, you know, I know that other people, obviously, there are about 382 people right now that share similar interest or enjoy watching nail videos or application or whatever the case may be, that have subscribed to my channel. And I know that hundreds and thousands of other people also enjoy it. And, you know, when you see that one nail set that you really love and then you're like, I wonder how they did that, you know, but I'm getting to the point in my nail career, I guess, where even though I'm not licensed, I can look at a nail or I can look at a set and say, okay, they did that with acrylic, or they did that with polygel, or if I was using that medium, how would I do that? This is how they did it, you know, without even having to see a video. So I kind of pride myself in that because it took a lot of YouTube university and a lot of time and a lot of dedication to learn everything that I've done so far. So you can see now I'm going in and I'm doing the marble nail, and both of these turned out super pretty. My mom's colors were maroon and white, and so I was going to add a little bit of maroon with the Saviland Polygel kit that I got, but I just decided to use the gold and make it versatile. So a lot of times when I'm doing nail designs, I think, how is this going to look when I shorten this nail? Like, how is this going to look when I cut them down so I can actually type at my job? And so that's a lot of the reason why I do some of the designs that I do, is because I want to wear them, but I still want them to look cute when I cut them down. So, and maybe file them so they're not as thick, you know, like, because obviously towards the apex, it's going to be thicker when you trim them down. So, I do have to file them down a little bit at the top so they're just not as chunky and thick on my nail. But and then if I want, I can always refill over that and allow my nails to naturally grow underneath and grow out and things like that. So like I mentioned, I really try not to touch my natural nail with the file as much as possible. So anyway, so you can see this just looks like a big blobby nail, right? So this is definitely like a trust the process type of nail. I just kind of put, and I use like Makart's regular white as well on underneath, just to give it like a little bit more, not as of a see-through look, should I say. Like, I didn't want it to be completely see-through. I just wanted you to be able to see through like the gold part. So yeah, then after everything is done, so you can see I did everything in a super thin layer. I applied it in a very, very thin layer because I knew I was going to encapsulate and I didn't want the nails to be extremely chunky. So after everything is done and patted down, this is what the nails are looking like after I filed around my cuticle. I've been getting good enough to the point where I also don't have to file a lot. So that's another part of the reason why, you know, why I'm really proud of myself as well, is because I've got to the point I know how to apply a product where it's just naturally that shape, which is another reason why I love polygel, because you have all that time to work with it and it's very giving when you're working with it, so that you can perfect your shape and not have to file a lot and save a lot of time. So I did do these nails in a hurry. I did not file underneath of the nail tip, and so they did not last very long. Some of them came off like my last day of vacation. I didn't get a lot of pictures of these or videos because I was just ready to leave and go, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and thank you so much for being the best part of my channel, and I'll see you next time.